Good morning, welcome back to Rolling Hills Farm. You hear tractors running, and it's time to start thinking about spring planting. So my job this morning is to get the seeder out. It means a little bit of maintenance work. The fields are drying out quickly, and there's even a little bit of a green up here, and we'll be in the field planting oats very soon. The Melrose seeder is in for its spring maintenance. Got a couple of small things to do besides greasing and just going over the whole thing. This clutch was sticking again last year, so I've got to get into that clutch and find a better way to lubricate it. There was too much play in this little collar right here, and I've added a gasket, now freshly lubricated. See, as the shaft turns as if it's running, and when you raise up the unit, it grabs this. And now you see this gear turns nice and smooth. It feels like problem solved. Now let's get it back in to the seeder. There's so much going on this time of year with calving underway and of course equipment prep and getting ready for seeding. But before we can seed, we need to get our fertilizer, for us that's manure, onto the fields. And this year, well, the fields are all about a mile down the road, so we need a more efficient way to move this manure to where it's needed. This allows us to haul tons of manure in a very short amount of time where we need it, dump it, and then I can get down there later with the tractor and loader and put it in the spreader and get it on the field. While we're waiting for those fields to dry, we've got a little bit of manure we can haul right here on the farm to one of our higher fields. We've added dual rear wheels to the Oliver for this season because the fields are just a little bit wetter than they've been in the last few years. The duals spread out the weight of the tractor so there's less compaction, less of a chance of making ruts too. Well, we don't want that on the hay field. Bust a mower with that. One of the risks of spreading manure in a rocky area is you bring some rocks back out onto the field. You gotta go pick them up. The Oliver is our oldest tractor, left over from when we used to have 3 of them. It's reliable diesel horsepower and makes a great chore tractor for just about anything we need.
I'm shorter than you, that's not fair.
We like to experiment with new seed varieties to maximize yield with our oat crop. So these are certified Rushmore oats, and just 13 bushels for one field, as well as a bag of Northern Hardy alfalfa. In university trials, Rushmore oats have shown to have a high yield, but more important, a high test weight, which brings us more money when we come to sell. Well, look who arrived in the mail today. Rolling Hills Farms honeybees. So I'm carrying a bucket of sugar water that will be the initial food for the bees to help them get their start until we've got some flowers out. And the first flowers always come up ahead there at the tree line in the wetlands, cowslips. So tell me, is there honey in there?
There should be some honey left over.
From last year's bees.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna dump them in.
Yeah, I'll stay back.
Oh, they're buzzing.
Wow, look at all those bees.
Yeah, there's supposed to be 3,000. Oh, they were making, look at that, they're making
Comb?
yeah, I've never seen that.
I hear them getting active.
Yeah, there's one that came, ooh, oh well. All right, Mrs. Queen. I just dumped her in. Hopefully she's in there. Sugar water, so they can eat, so we can find flowers. Oh, I gotta cork this one. What is corked? Okay.
Just one hive this year. We get great alfalfa in our fields on both sides of us here, and we think some of that is attributed to the bees. We also have all these apple trees. A little cluster of newer apple trees there, and our more established apple trees here with excellent pollination. Here on our primary field, or 3 fields adjacent to where the bees are, we get great hay production. Well, an inch of rain will definitely set me back with field work. Up next, I guess, is just a little bit of drying time. And hopefully, after a couple of days of sunshine, the forecast is for sunshine, we'll be back in the fields with a disc and a seeder. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. That was as much fun as it looked.